Hello and welcome to the Big Sales Mastermind. This is the copywriting boot camp. This is just the beginning episode, but I want to talk about copywriting. I think all salesmen and sales professionals, saleswomen, whatever, have to learn copywriting. Copywriting. All right, have to learn copywriting because copywriting is just salesmanship in the written form. I also believe all sales and basically using your words to persuade people really starts with copywriting. And copywriting is also all about taking really big ideas and condensing them down into very clear conversations, very clear information so that your customer will buy. And it is just a key thing that you have to learn, okay? So I know we're going to be getting into, how to make sales, and it's so exciting. But the truth of the matter is, a lot of times, human beings are some of the most stubborn, difficult, terrible people to ever try and get to do anything, right? I remember I heard somebody call them, humans are just gelatinous blobs that are welded to the couch, and you have to find a way to get them to get off and come and do anything and give you money. Okay, so that's why copywriting is so important. Plus, if you master copywriting, you can get astronomically rich. All right, let's think about this. If you master one-on-one sales, right, you master talking to one person and selling them, you can use those scripts and those conversations, turn that into an infomercial, turn that into, video sales funnel, turn that into copywriting on a page. And then now you're selling to the masses. So your one sales pitch that works, that crushes it, that you've tested in the real world, you can now put it into written form, and now you can have a little robot or a little machine with these words influencing people all over the country, all over the world. So that's why copywriting is so powerful. And not to mention, copywriting, if you join the program and you're thinking, oh, I'm just going to have to talk to people. I can talk to people, but I don't know how to write or read. It's all good. I get it. But look, like email, got to learn how to copywriting. Facebook messaging, got to learn copywriting. LinkedIn messaging, got to learn copywriting. Text messaging, got to learn copywriting. So there's so much dynamic parts of sales that you absolutely need to learn copyright. Even sending contracts and getting contracts signed, if you have to word something in a certain way, understanding the brain and how copywriting works is incredibly important for you to learn, okay? So this is just a beginning bit of copywriting. We've talked about copywriting. Now it's actually I want you to legitimately want to learn copywriting and take it as a practice, okay? So the main ways that you're going to learn copywriting is, number one, you're going to read a lot. Now, you should be reading a lot anyways about your product, about your offer, about sales. You should be reading a lot or listening to audiobooks. Basically, if you can read a lot, you'll be able to write a lot, and you'll be able to write good. So you want to listen and read a lot on your subject. Find the words that people use. Find the data, the stories that you can use in your sales pitch, that you can use in your sales. So number one is read a lot. Number two, write a lot, okay? And what's great about copywriting is if you want to get really good at it, you just got to write every day, like 30 minutes a day. And the writing exercises that I recommend are two. Number one, copy word for word old school copywriting or any kind of copy. And we're gonna dive into my computer in a minute and show you this. But writing out other people's copywriting, like amazing copywriters that from the past that have amazing blogs or that wrote advertisements from back in the day. Like there's so much nuggets. Like let's just think about this. Like before we had Facebook and before we had all this other stuff connecting everybody, the old school direct marketing people had to literally write a letter, right? This letter had to be written so well that somebody somewhere would write a check, put it back into the envelope, send that envelope through the mail back to them, and that's how they would make money. And they made millions of dollars back in the day when millions of dollars was a shitload of money doing this. So they had to have their words so freaking focused on basically getting it done that it can happen. But the main thing with copywriting is first, you have to get their attention. get people's attention. How are you going to do that? You know, whenever you go to like the grocery store and you see those magazine articles that say like, you know, Brad Pitt and Jennifer Jolie are abducted by aliens, whatever it is that those things say, the tabloids, right? They say crazy shit because it will get your attention. Or when you go on the internet and the Google and all these ads, they'll sell crazy stuff. Or you get cold emails that say unique things. And you need to start mentally being mindful of like, what words really capture my attention? You know, when I'm scrolling through Facebook, or when I see a post that pops out at me that makes me want to take action too. That's the thing, is it has to get your attention to get you to the next sentence. Okay, so the headline is basically the life and death of your article, of your copywriting, of your message, and this goes for everything, because it has to be so important that it gets their attention and gets them to read the next line. Okay, that's how copywriting works. Is every line has to make you want to read the next line and the next line until you get to the bottom where there's the call to action, and then they want to take action to get to the next step. That's good copywriting. That's how you can do it. That's how you make money doing it, because you are literally persuading people through words and you're doing it. So getting attention, right? And how do you get attention? Well, you say weird stuff. You say valuable stuff. You compliment. You basically are outside of the box, out of the norm. Something is sticking out, you know, the purple cow theory, and you basically want to create clarity and call out your customer. Okay, so like if we're just looking to work with lab scientists, right? We would say new offer for lab scientists. You know, so we stand out in the crowd and we are specifically getting their attention and calling them out. Very, very important, because if you're just trying to sell to everybody, you're going to sell nothing. But if you know your customer and you can hone in and focus and you can find the words that speak directly to your customer, you're going to be able to make a lot happen for your sales, and you're going to be able to change a lot of lives through this stuff. Okay. So the true beauty of copywriting and the internet is you can craft your message and you can present your message in front of millions and millions of people. Okay, in their homes, at their house, all right, without calling or without bugging them. You can make copy that is timeless. Copywriting can go on and live forever if you come up with one offer that just sells. You know, it's like an experiment again. Your copywriting is going to take a lot of misses and a lot of hits. Okay, but once you really start to hit it, boom, you're going to be able to make millions of dollars and you're going to get rich online. And it is a vehicle for other things like that. So how do you start to sell with the written word as opposed to face-to-face? So the way that you're going to write your copy really depends on the awareness level that your audience is in. Are they in low awareness where they don't even know you exist? So you need to be writing copy and you need to be putting yourself out there just to establish awareness that you exist. This is important. This is another thing. And then medium awareness, they either know you exist or they know they have a problem, right? One of the two. And then high awareness. They know they have a problem, they know that you exist, and they know that they need to solve their problem. So those are three different levels of who you're writing to in your awareness. So when you're posting on Facebook, you're definitely low awareness. People don't know about you, right? Or cold email, they don't know about you. So you have low awareness, they don't know what you offer. So your copywriting is essentially getting them to take them to the next level where they know about your offer, or they know about their problem, or they know about your solution. And then high awareness is when they finally know you and they finally know that you exist and that you're going to make it happen. Okay, so that's kind of the first thing you need to understand is who are you writing to, right? You also need to know, well, first you need to know their awareness level, and then who are you writing to? Who are your customers? You know, it'd be real easy if you were able to figure out your customer avatar. We're probably gonna have to have a whole nother video on that, but customer avatar is essentially like, you know, the demographic, the age. Is it male, female? Is it 20s to 30-year-olds? Is it, 18-year-olds? Is it over 50-year-olds? These are all very different people that you're going to need to write different copy and have a different message for each one of these people. So you really need to pick who is your perfect customer. And when you're doing this, you really want to think about who has the money, who has the pain, right? Who is your perfect customer? They have money, they have the pain, and my solution can be really good, and they would be a great client for me, not just anybody. Because if you work with anybody, you're going to get screwed over. You need to be super, super focused on, number one, their awareness. Number two, who they are. Where are they at? What are they doing? And then depending on your customer avatar, you're going to be writing different kinds of copy in different kind of places. If they're over 50, they're probably on LinkedIn maybe, or maybe not anywhere on the internet. You're going to have to hit them up on the email, or you're going to have to send them direct mail, or you're going to have to call them, or maybe if they're younger, they're going to be on TikTok, and it just really depends. And you really got to understand who your customer avatar is. And then here's another tip. Remember that whoever you're writing to, whoever your customer is, they do not care about you or your product. All they care about are the benefits, okay, that your product can have for them. What's in it for them? Whenever I cold call, we do the 3 W's. Who am I? What is this call about? And what's in it for them? And that's the biggest thing. You have to understand a lot of copywriting is writing to people, and you have to put it in a tone that they are, first you have to get their awareness. They have to know that you are speaking directly to them. And then they have to understand what they could get from this, And the main things that people want is, wealth, health, relationships, right? And there's many other things that we have core desires, status, or we really just want to, get freedom. There's a lot of different things that you can really focus in on that your product specifically triggers and gets to the heart of what it is that you offer and why your customer wants to buy it. Okay, these are just brainstorming what it is you're putting into these copy. We're not into the headlines and all that stuff. We're just trying to break down what it is you're writing. And a lot of times when I'm writing copy, I I almost always try and make it as fun as possible. I start my copywriting by writing the most exaggerated, crazy shit that I can think of. We're gonna make you a billionaire in 50 days if you just buy our product right now, then I tone it down a little bit, but I make sure that it is hitting on the truth. And then the truth, I like to exaggerate a little bit because people like the sugar, you know what I mean? They really like the big ideas, the stuff that makes their brain go light up, and they want that dopamine and they want that for their lives. And that's the thing that's going to keep them reading. That's the thing that's going to make them buy your product. And then you basically, you meet somewhere in the middle between huge exaggeration, the truth, the gray area in between is really where you want to hit them. And obviously you want to deliver on your results, but that's another story. Right now, we're just trying to sell. We're just trying to get customers. We're just trying to find the right words that hit your customer in the right way to make them to take action and do something in your funnel. Do something, book a call, start a conversation, whatever it is. And you need to have that mental awareness that when you do certain things, conversations start, right? And you need to be able to look at that and be like, oh, maybe it was a good text message I just sent them. That's a good copy. I'm going to save this text in my notes and I'm going to use that later. Or that was a really good cold email. I got a lot of really good replies. Definitely going to have to use that over and over and over again and then tweak it a little bit and experiment with it. But you have to understand that it's good copy. It's good reaching out to your customers. It's good getting in their face and figuring out, their awareness, what their pain points is, and know that they are speaking directly to you, okay, or to them. And the end of the day, your piece of copy should be so crisp and pointed directly at your customer that out of the whole world, your writing feels like it's speaking directly to them. It's talking about their pain. It makes them feel something, makes them take action, and it's really going in the right direction of what they want to be doing, and it's in alignment with what they've been thinking all along. That's real powerful copy, and that's what you want to get to. And one step higher from benefits is transformation, okay? And this is the thing that marketing campaigns are made out of, businesses are made out of, offers are made out of, and it's the transformation, okay? An example is basically, you have a phone charger that's portable, right? That's a feature, okay? A benefit, charge your phone away from home. You can charge your phone anywhere, but the transformation, right, is you can reach out to your audience and you can speak directly to them. Never get caught lost and phoneless in a new city ever again. Okay? So that's the whole transformation. It's like the feature is you have a portable charger for your phone. The benefit, you could charge your phone anywhere and you don't have to be at your house. But the transformation is when they actually have it and they're out in the city and their phone's dying and they can visually see themselves charging their phone, and they're now a customer and the transformation is complete. Okay, so you want to go for transformation above everything else. Okay, obviously benefits are more important than features, but transformation trumps benefits. Very powerful stuff. for your copywriting and for knowing where you're going and understanding why people buy. All right, people want an amazing transformation. They are stuck in this pain, in this situation, or they're just not getting what they want. And if they can get the transformation from you through what you offer, and they can see it and you can explain it to them through words that they understand, they're going to buy from you. And that's pretty much the truth. Now, with all this copywriting talk, I want you also to know, like, there's a secret. You don't necessarily need copywriting, right? Imagine if you just went out there and you said, hey, I am selling this shot of vodka for $5. Somebody might take you up on that, right? Because you basically said that what you have and you said the price and they like it, and then they'll probably get it and they won't like it. But then if you have a bar, right, and you go to the bar and you have a bartender who makes an amazing cosmopolitan and they sell it, that's pretty much what copywriting is, because people will buy that all the time. They'll come there every day. And it's because the copywriting it makes it go down smoother. It's the fun part around just the vodka product, and you can raise your prices because you have all this good information and this good taste and this good way of putting it, and it has a fancy name, and things like that. That's what copywriting is. So it's really important. So to take your product and your offer to that next level is to think of good reasons for someone to buy this. What is the psychology that they're going to buy? What is the transformation they're going to get? What is the benefits that they're going to have? And these are all the things that are really going to help you in your sales career and in copywriting as well. And these are 3 more tips. Okay, number 1, make your copy customer first, not product first. So you always want to be talking to them, not talking about the product. Make it they're interested. They're not we are interested, or we have these things. Okay, number 2, make it simple, not complicated. I can't stress this enough. One of the biggest things in sales and one of the biggest problems I ever had is I would just tell the customer everything, because I would be deep into the knowledge of what I was selling, and I would just fire hose them with all this information. And that's not what they want to hear. They just want to hear the simple stuff. They want to be like, okay, I'm going to pay you some money. We're going to talk like three times a week, and then I'm going to start making $10,000 a month. Fuck yeah. So clarity beats complicated, and clarity closes way more than anything else. If they get clear on what you offer and it fits and it's alignment with what they have and they have the money, it's sold. Okay, so simple beats complicated. And then finally, the last one is emotional, not technical. Now, I think everybody's heard the phrase, they might not remember what you said, but they will always remember how you made them feel. Okay, really good copywriting has emotions, makes them feel something, makes them feel pumped up, or sad or excited or, happy. And technical stuff, nobody cares about that. Even if it seems really important, especially if you have like an analytical brain, all the numbers and the stuff, all customers care about is the result that's in it for them and how it makes them feel. All right. That's the keys to copywriting. And the last little tip before we take a look at some copy, your copy, number 1, needs to be clear. And then number 2 has to be important, right? There has to be a reason somebody's reading it for you. And if it's clear, but it's not important, no one's going to buy. And if it's important, but it's not clear, no one's going to buy. But if you can make your message clear and important, in the middle there is how you're going to basically make some money, get some sales. That's like the gem of the gem of the gem for everything you're writing. Text messages, emails, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever you're doing, make it clear and make it important. Find ways to make it clear and make it important, and people will buy from you, and people will basically want to join you. All right, now let's just take a look at some real quick copywriting just so we can kind of, brainstorm and talk. So just go to swipefile.com. These are sales pages. I like to come here and just kind of get ideas whenever I'm making new websites. See, I don't know what this does, but it says playbook versus a typical wealth advisor. So now I know it's a wealth advisor. At Playbook, we believe. Yeah, that's not a great one. Let's see what about. Let's look at some ads. Ads are fun. Mars bars, 1957. It's the chocolate. It's the nugget. It's the nuts. Just hearing those words though, it's kind of made me, mouth watering, man. That's pretty. That's what you want, Mars, the 3-flavor candy bar. I like that one. Simplify. simplify. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. So right at the top, calling it out. You know, this is important, right? This is now. You don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Get 30 days free plus 40% off your subscription when you sign up, and they get your email like that. That makes me want to put my email, and I'm not even actually on their website, so that's pretty good stuff. Oh, let's look at emails real quick. Enter your email for a free pint. That's a good one. Subscribe to Daily Dad's email. Get daily advice on how to become a better father right to your inbox for free. Sign up. That's a good email right there. Like, it's calling directly out to the customer, telling them exactly what they're going to get, and it's an emotional thing. How to become a better father. That's intense. All right. Member mission. Did you know that unlimited landing pages are already included in your Aweber account? You can save hundreds of years when you switch from lead pages. We'll even help migrate your page for free. Create a landing page now. Wow. So they're basically upselling, or they're basically like seeing competition, and they're like, hey, we already do that. Why don't you just pay us more money and we'll do it? With landing page building, you can publish unlimited pages and not add costs. Software is real hard to do it. And then another thing we didn't talk about was testimonials. People really love seeing other people testimonials because that's what's going to get them to buy. That they're like, oh, and it's like monkey see, monkey do kind of, or monkey succeed, monkey do. I could do that. They put themselves into their shoes, and this is just, it enforces your brand too. Like it builds authority. That's the word I'm looking for. Testimonials build authority, especially in copywriting and in sales. If you have authority, that's going to give you more powerful, and that's going to be really good. And then we're just going to look at one more thing that I like to do whenever I'm looking in a new genre, right? So let's just do sales. So you go to Amazon and you look at the books, right? And if you really want to learn what the customers are thinking about certain things, so you're going to click on the books. Well, first thing I want you to look at is not the title, because the title is like, sure, it's the headline, but the real thing, this is what you're getting, right? This is the thing. Proven lessons from a 5-time CRO, right? But then you want to go down to really looking for the 3-star reviews, the people that actually are going to tell you how it could have been better. But when you come in here, you can really read fake, full of plagiarized bad advice. Oh, wait, here's a 4-star review. So they actually had some thought. The book is written by a 5-time CRO, B2B tech. So we know his stuff. The purpose of the book is to teach a sales methodology to the readers, which he cleverly does by chronologically. One of his consultants and engineers company has no sales process, small deal size, and all the usual issues. He peels these things back layer by layer and coaches the way. I enjoyed the story because it was infused life material. So these are the things that this customer enjoys. So he enjoys this kind of book, right? I enjoy the story because it infused life into what could have been dry material. So if you're writing a sales book, you want to have exciting material, just like this course. Super exciting, right, guys? All right. He shares real anecdotes and proof points, and you feel like you understand why you need the methodology and how to apply it. So that's a big thing. He shares real anecdotes and proof points, and you feel like you understand why you need the methodology and how to apply it. All in all, this is well worth the time. I feel smarter by reading it. Let's think of another genre. Let's do real estate. Okay, so let's imagine you're selling, real estate coaching or something, right? So you're gonna want to find one of these books that has a lot of reviews, investing in real estate with no money down. And again, I really like to come here and I don't read the titles, but I read what the title is: How to Create Wealth and Passive Income through smart buy and hold real estate. Boom! That's something that your sellers want. Okay, and then the book is, again, the book Investing in Real Estate with No Money Down, blah blah blah. The creative strategies for investing in real estate using other people's money. That's sexy, right? That's your whole sales pitch right now. If you were pitching, that's what you can tell people. Look, this is why you should buy. I'm going to teach you creative strategies for investing in real estate using other people's money. Holy shit! And that has a lot of good points. Let's try the 3 stars on this one. All right, good. Good content, horrible editing. So the editing is important. Long dictionary definition in the book, narrated by a sick robot. Poorly written. This book is poorly written. It is almost impossible to read. The information is good to know, though. I would highly recommend waiting to buy this until a new edition comes down in ever. Information. So we want to find one that has like why. I expected a lot more from the book than I got. It's a great book to get you started on creative investing strategies. However, it lacks depth. Example, T.I. would have appreciated more in-depth analysis and the pitfalls. He explains it has to be a bit pie in the sky. So that's like genuine feedback on this book, that people want more detail. So whenever you're creating a product or you're doing whatever, you're writing copy, you can do this stuff and you can find payment. You can write in your copy. This book is not a pie in the sky process. This book is very example, full of in-depth analysis and pitfalls, so on and so forth. Okay, and then let's look at one more thing that is great copy, which is Wix. Wix is great copy, and then we'll wrap this up. Leader in website creation. The leader. I don't want to go here. This is I clicked on the ad, so boom, that's the ad. They're the leader in website creation. They're automatically sticking out with their authority. Okay, and then this is what I wanted to go over. Create a website you're proud of. That is an amazing first line. They start with the word create because it's a verb. It's action. It's something you're doing. A website, right? So that's what they provide. You're proud of. That is an emotion that you feel immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words, and you're sold. That's the power of copy. Create a website you're proud of. You're proud of this thing. You can visually see it in your mind, and you know who you are. You're a customer that's going to make a website, and you want to be proud of it. Okay? Discover the platform that gives you the freedom to create, design, manage, and develop your web presence exactly the way you want. Exactly the way you want. So they're speaking directly to you, what you want. Discover the platform. So now you know it's a platform, right? They give you freedom to create, design, and manage, and develop web presence. That's what they do. They give you the freedom to create this exactly the way you want. Get started. Then a little line here says, no credit card required. That is a beautiful, beautiful piece of copy. And you see how short this is, how few words this is, and how clear and important it is, and everything else that we talked about on this one page. And they got some visual stuff, blah, 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 blah. But I think that was a good example. And obviously in future, when we talk about copywriting, we're really going to talk about how to get sales, how to directly reach out, grab your customer, and make them click. Okay, and we're going to go into all these different deep psychology. This is just like a beginner. I just don't want to burn you out too much. And I hope you got a lot of value out of this and you really, really enjoy copywriting. All right, it is a foundation, okay? A skill you have to learn if you want to be good at sales, all right? Copywriting is salesmanship in the written word, and it's very powerful and can make you very, very rich. All right. Hope you have a great day and you start writing some copy. Again, pick up a book. It's called like Ogilvy's something. You can just Google Ogilvy and it'll pop up, and you can buy that book, and that has great copy. Or you can go to that website and you can just write copy out. You just write it freehand, and it's good to write it freehand because you'll start thinking like these other copywriters. Like if you wanted to start thinking like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett, you go and you get Warren Buffett's emails and you get his transcripts and you get his weekly letter and you copy them word for word, and you'll start to see how they write. They write in short sentences. They have punctuation in certain ways. They do these certain things, and you'll start to think like them. And you want to start thinking like a good copywriter. You want to read and you want to write. Okay, those are the big things. And then you really want to understand your offer and your customer, and then just write anything that comes to mind when you're trying to do it, and then you're going to get amazing copy, and you're going to figure out how to make a lot of money talking to your customer and going more in depth and consolidating all your good ideas into short, punchy sentences that tell exactly who you are and what your offer is. All right? Have a good day. Boy.